Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. And as you can see, we're on the Jules Peaceful Valley map again. Got a lot going on, and we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and work on this one, and it's going to basically be a farm place or spot, a barn, and the house, and the silo. And I'm going to see about putting it at the end of this road, and that's the one I was thinking of. I don't really like the house as much for this particular barn that they've matched it to, but kind of is what it is. I can change it, but we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to back up so we can see. We have the whole group highlighted. We're going to hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, left mouse click. Now I got a lot of things to move, as you can see. Alright, click on the main group and let's double check, make sure. There we go. And we're going to get that thing out of the way. Just get right on out of here. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's click back on here, get on the main group again, and to get this thing out of the way. Okay, so we can click back over here. We're going to put it back on the main group, which is that. Wow, that's way off over there. We'll definitely be moving that. Goodness gracious. What was they thinking? That's a mile away. I guess they want it to be way away from the road. Let me just turn it around and see what that would look like. I don't want something that far away. My goodness. Look how far that would be. Definitely getting rid of that. So I'm thinking the end of the road they're going to have this. Let's see. Let me see. Might lift that a little. I don't know. I might lower it more, to be honest. Depending on what I do with this road. We'll see. I'm going to have to fix all that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, I don't really like that. Huh. Why didn't they make a red house to match them? And the house looks so small compared to them. You feel like they'd had a little bit bigger house. Maybe double the size or something. I mean, we could put a different house. We don't have to put that house there. Honestly, you don't. I just gotta think about it a minute. Or what I could do is turn it. Let me see. Bring it up here. Well, y'all just being a pain. I gotta get this thing out of the way now. Alright, try to find the main group. That should be it. Let me double check. Alright, that's it. Let's get this thing out of the way. Checking what else is going on. Alright. And down the road it goes. Now. And we'll come back over here. And click back over here. Get on the main group again. And see what we got here. Pull this around. Something like that for now. And do we want it like this? Want it closer to the house? I'm not a real fan of that house. That house is just pathetic. Look at it. It's ridiculous. That's beautiful. This is just a joke. I just don't like it. I'm gonna have to look around a minute. I'm sorry, I wasn't planning this, but I gotta look at some houses. I just don't like that house. I almost, I don't know. Anyway, that even looks better than that other one. I really would like something that was matching. Let me see. Let me click over here. Hit F to get on over here. Now see, that even looks good. Better than that other one. Still not great. At least they look like they got something. This one's decent too, and it's got the wagon wheel. I kind of like that one, honestly. But I wish it was a different color. Yeah, it's got all this nice stuff. I feel like that's more appropriate. Let me just peek around a little bit more, but I think I'm coming back for this one. It says it's number residential house number 5. So just remember that and then we'll come back. But I think there's houses somewhere else. Let me see. It's supposed to be some over here somewhere, I think. This is it right here. Let's click over here and see if there is. Okay. Okay, there's a business and see it's red. Got a little red. Okay, we got all that stuff. So we really don't have houses much, do we? That one. Those are all decent. They're not that great. I don't like the color of the paint they chose. It's like, why couldn't they pick something different? It looks ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what they think. What they were thinking. Okay, that one's got a flag, which we can still put a flag if we want one. We could actually steal that flag if we want to. Let's see which one it is. 4, so we'll come back to, well, it says that and says residential house 4, but it's spot 23, so we'll need to remember that if we want all the components. Then we got these trailers. That's decent. And then that's somewhat okay. Let me see. Alright. Well, I don't think we have much more that I didn't. Let me see. Yeah, actually, here's some stuff. We got that too. Actually, this one isn't terrible. It's got, at least it's got some extra stuff on the place. Look, it's got that too. So I don't mind that one either. And I don't mind it. I kind of like the gate and stuff. That's even nice too. Hmm. This one's kind of growing on me a little bit. I may have to change some of that, but I don't mind. Let me look at these. Now that's a big one, but it's just not that great looking. Run down, ugly thing. I don't know what. Why can't they make pretty houses? I mean, they're not. All of them don't have to be gray and dead looking. I mean, some, but not all of them. That's a decent height. Let's see. Let's go through it. Oh, basketball over there, huh? How about that? Just not the best color. Don't look like they gave us a color that one's brick. And that one's decent size. Just not the color that I would choose. Well, it's gonna look like it might be this one. Perhaps. I think that's probably gonna do. I don't know, it's still kinda run down looking. It's a cross between this one and the other one. So we're gonna bring this one over there for now. Just see. Is that all we need? Let me check. And that's the whole area. Okay. So that's what we'll pick for now. We'll see. We might grab the other one and compare. What's this one? Are you any better? Not really. Uh-oh, there's one. Let me go see. Not so much. Interesting. Got houses floating everywhere. Let me see. Oh, that's that little place. Okay. Let me find my way back down here. Hello. We're here. Sorry, I can't help that you are too small. It's not my fault. Alright, so control B is in boy, left mouse click, left mouse click. Now see? You see how that looks? That's what I'm talking about. Now that's a house. And when you're going to have a nice place like that, that makes more sense to me. Yeah. Where's that other piece? That ain't bad. Actually, Mike can leave that, honestly. I don't mind if I can get this situated right. We're gonna have to get that other one out of there. Let's get this one out of there so I can see what's going on. Okay, we don't want to do that. You're gonna have to go from the bottom. This one. Alright, you can live down there maybe, potentially. Not really. What's that? Okay. Wonder if it's gonna be in this group. Yeah. Alright, so let me come down and see what we got here. Okay, so that's that side of the house. And that's the only thing. I wish that it was facing this way. And yes, I can turn it. But what I'm wondering... Let me see. I got that to turn too. Let me lift it up a bit for a second. See what's all around it. I just want to see when I start spinning what we got here. Nice. I like that. Oh, got that. We gotta move that too. So we're a little close. So we know we gotta move it over a little bit. And I'm thinking if I turn that, what's gonna happen? Let me see what ends up happening. So that does that. You know, that's not half bad, except I need it to be toward the end of the road. Because I want it to be coming into the dead end. Let me see. Kind of looks funny. Let's see. Why would you run in that way though? Let's see. Well, if it's a dead end, it's a dead end, right? The mailbox would definitely need to be... Let me bring it down where I can see what's going on. So they got that mailbox that kind of way. But it wouldn't be crooked like that. We could turn it, obviously. Interesting. But if this is a dead end, it wouldn't matter about that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I don't have to have it go that far down this road. So we can back it up, say here's the dead end, and then that's the fence on the other side of the dead end of the road. And then the farm start, you know, maybe being a little bit here, over here, and maybe a piece behind them or something. I'm obviously going to move the barn, so and maybe it can go at the end of the road actually. Let me do that. Let's get back on the barn, and let me see. Huh. Okay, that's just the barn. Get that. Oh, undo that. It didn't come with that. I need it to come with all of it. What's going on? Huh. Let me see. What in the world? And then it's got that separate, huh? What I'm gonna have to do is move that sorry little house with it. Where is it at? Huh? It didn't highlight with it. I'm confused now. This was supposed to highlight with that. Okay, there we go. I was fixing to say, what's going on? Alright. I want to move it with it because I gotta move it with it on purpose. I mean, you can adjust it and move it, but out of it. But for now, I'm not worried about all that. Okay. And we could either turn this. Let me see. What looks better? Does that look better? Let me see. I don't know which one looks better. Which side, this side or that side? Hmm. I'm guessing this side, but we may slide it over a hair. We're gonna be moving that stuff, so don't worry. I want it to be where you view it, you can see it when you're coming down here, so you can see it properly. Alright, so that's okay. And then you got your gate here, and you come in, obviously, it's not gonna be in the air like this, we'll situate that. But I'm thinking that's gonna be the house, and we're gonna straighten it out though. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's turn it a little bit. Try to get it. Let me try to pull it back to the road just to see where I'm at. It's hard to get this thing to be where I can grab the right arrow. Okay, so we're going to take it down so I can see and so see if it's square. It's not square. It's close. It's not square though. At least I don't think so. Okay. Let me see. I think that's pretty square. Now let me see. Let me get this out and see. Oh, that don't look square at all. It's the hill. Alright, so we're going to make the hill going down, and then we'll get the squareness. First, we're going to grab the numbers. Well, let me move this back first, because I don't want it to be in the road. Right about there. I'm going to go grab these numbers, or at least get, if we're going to go down a little, which I think we should go down a little, but we shouldn't go down until we get after this little turn. So maybe start going downhill like right here. So we'll get this smoothed over straight to the edge of that. Alright, so we're going to click over here. We're going to put it over here where this flat piece is. Hit Control R. Put this on replace. We're going to make this go bigger. Drag it over. And get that just past this section of road. And in fact, I'm going to put a little bit of this down. And then I'm going to make this smooth so make it be the part of the hill that we're going to be going up like that. We're going to be going up that hill. Alright. And so that part will come on down with no issues. And then you can turn and go that way, and you'll go up this hill slightly. We can adjust it. And then you'll come this way, and then we'll have a hill here. And then we'll try to just get it to slope and lower that down to like a certain point. So let me get the hill right, and then we'll see where do we want to slope it to. How far, whatever the case. There we go. Get this smoothed down evenly. And we'll check the level real quick and see what we think. Alright, that ain't bad. That's decent. Let me get back up here to get it from this angle. Okay, so that ain't exactly situated yet. This side's still higher, as you can see. So that's got to come down, or we got to do something to it. So stay hard on this side right there and keep going over there. Try to get it down. Get some of that down a little bit. Try to get this corner down a hair bit. See, that's the part that's up too high, really. Alright. Alright, some of it ain't finished yet right there, but we got the basic slant that we need. We'll go ahead and smooth this out a little bit better. Right on down. And then we'll probably flatten it at the bottom here. Let me see. Come down and then it'll flatten. That's what I'm thinking. Let me see how far that is. That's decent. So I might start that level about right here. So we're going to hit this on Control R, as in Richard, and replace to that level. We'll fix that little slant right there, don't worry. And we're just going to come on both sides because we need it to come a little bit over on this side. And we obviously got to go past the house a little. Now we don't have to take it all, just past the house. And we can adjust the ground of the farm or whatever we got to do to whatever we decide to do. Because some of it don't want to be flat. But some of it I don't mind. Because most people try to make some things flat in their areas. So we're going to come on down here. We'll come back, obviously, because there'll be stuff on this side too. Like so. So we maybe a farm or whatever it'd be. And get that over to here. There we go. And then we'll come on over. Get all in between this stuff. We ain't got to go way back. Like I said, we'll see what we do with some of it. But we just got to get this on out of there. Like so. Go back a little further here. Going to get this a little bit more. We can smooth this out. Right across there. Now we'll smooth all this out until we see how much further we got to go or what we're going to actually do on the farm stuff. Like so. Now let's get down where we can see a little better. Alrighty. So that ain't too terrible. We'll have to adjust this house a bit more. Bring it down some. I'm going to bring it down quite a bit because that little area over there needs to get to where it's under the, let me get on the side of it so I can see. Yeah, they sloped it, so that's good. And these are okay, I think. There might be one more step there. Let me see. Can't really tell. No? Yeah, wait a minute. It looked like it was. Nope, it ain't. Alright, and so let's see how far we are in the back. Okay, we're still good. Got all that room. Got room for that. There we go. We can have, if we want, we can either start a field over here by the house or however we want to do it, really. I don't know how. I might leave this for another house. I probably will cut this place off here. There'll be some fields back here. Might even make a road up a hill to get to some of the field. But I think we're pretty good. We just got to lower that. Like I said, we can paint this um, back further. We don't have to come all the way to here. The dead end can stop further back, and or we can just get rid of this piece, or even potentially move that whole piece if we wanted to curve it. We can if we can get if we can pick out the main group of it. See, and that's not it. We have to move it two separately. So they didn't fix it where it would be the main group. So we'd have to do it separately, which I'm not gonna do. So if we want that here like it is, um, it depends on how we want to do it. I'm thinking make the road actually end before the gate, and then the driveway to the place, it can come like here, like we can end it where the driveway comes into the yard at. Like we can come into the yard here, and then we can have that go that way, like so. And that can be part of it, just we can back that end up, basically. Let me take away that spot real quick. Control R, back this up to about here, and then there'll be say we put concrete. Let's just put concrete or whatever. We could put asphalt. It don't really matter for now. We could put gravel or whatever we put. Just something to say this is where we drove in at or whatever. And remember, I'm not going to be worrying about perfection right now. I'm just getting basics, throwing stuff where I like it to know, hey, this is going to go here, this is that, and this will come up here and have a pathway to this gate. So just like so. And then of course you'll have some sort of something there. We'll worry about all that later. Okay, so now that takes care of that, and so you're telling them, hey, this is our yard, and we can put up signs, whatever we need to do. Now this part's going under, and we can adjust that, so don't worry, we can take care of that. But we ain't gonna do it right now. It's gonna be a bit by bit deal. As you can see, some of that you can actually leave if you want. You don't have to make it a certain like height. You can leave that down if you don't care if it stays at that kind of height. So if that looks good to you, you're good. Now this side might be too high. Let's see. Nope. So some of this didn't get smooth. It looks like. Let's see. Yeah. See, or did it? Don't look like it, does it? Well, let me check. I think this sloped it and changed it. So let's get this and go ahead and, yeah, it took it. Well, let's back it up a little further. It picked it up on that fence area. And now we can smooth it. Sometimes you got to get a little further back than what you thought. Because sometimes when you smooth it, it jets over into the flat area that you had. But like I say, I'm going to put fields up behind there, and I may have make a road. We'll level this down and then make a road, and we'll have a field, and we'll have whatever we need. We'll see how we do it. So, but now I got to make this come down. Let's grab that whole group again. Let me see. I'm going to undo that. Did I click that? Okay. Let me see. I thought it was supposed to be that. Yep. Now we got to go into where we can see. Problem is they got that thing so far away. Being a pain. Now we're going to bring this down to when it just hits probably a hair bit more. I'm thinking that'll be good. Let me go look. So far, that's a decent step. That's touching the ground. I think I did good. That one looks okay, but I don't know about this one. This one don't look good. Can't win them all, can you? Let me see what we got here in case I didn't smooth that. No, I smoothed it all right. They just being ugly. Well, I am not going to do anything but do a little tippy tap of the subtract. We're going to lower it down over here. And I just want to barely tap, tap, tap till that shows. Because I don't want to move the others because it's already in place. Alrighty. And I don't think there's a threshold. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't see nothing. So that's good. Shows that. These show good. Let's see anybody else. Oh, we got a door up here. Okay. Interesting. So we'll have to have some sort of stairway, or we'll build ground up to that point. Let me see what we got. Okay, so they must have showed like this was dirty, so like it was underground or whatever. Yep, and this is in the air. Why would you do that when you got these doors here? Like, that's silly. Like, what in the world? That is weird to me. I'd have to look on Elm Creek, but isn't that weird? So basically, you would hide that door to build this up to all be under that. So must be they use this somewhere else without some of this extra stuff, and then whatever. But I mean, you can get rid of it. You can get rid of it. I'm sure you can. You gotta be able to. If you can't, what's the point? Like, they shouldn't have put this concrete on there though. You gonna take the whole door? Okay. Well, I like that. I needed a door. I've been wondering about a door, but I don't like the concrete with it. Let me see if you can part that out. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, okay. I needed a door. I was wondering about that if I had very much. I knew I could do it. I just didn't know how many I had. Hmm. But why did they not let me get rid of? Huh. I see. Okay. Well, we're gonna get rid of this, and this can go on the ground if we want to keep it. Let me see what else we got. If we want to keep that, that can go on the ground. Not worried about that. They just don't need it in the air. This, if we want to keep that, again, that can go on the ground. I actually don't want to put it there. I'll move that bathtub in just a second. I'm going to put this here. It looks like it's crooked. Look at that. Now I know I smoothed all that out. It's got to be smooth. Let me hit it again, see. Did I miss anything? Whoa, undo. Undo. Excuse me. And we got to put this back on replace. Yeah, I missed it. Well, I'll be. We'll have to make sure we check the rest of that. Goodness gracious. I didn't think I missed that much. Okay. And we're going to lower you till you just show. We're going to scoot you someplace else. Let me see. We think we all have room if I move you over. And then we got to bring this thing down to the ground. But then again, we got to put it between the windows or put it on another area. Because you don't want that in between the windows. I mean, on the window. So the tub's going to have to move. We'll just stick it over here. Bring it down a little bit more. If we want the tub or not. Whatever. And now, we're going to tap this maybe. Let me see. No, that's touching. Alrighty. So this we can use somewhere else, do whatever we need to do with that. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just going to leave it here. I'll keep it where I can see it. But this is obviously dirty looking because it was supposedly under the ground, I guess. I don't know. Look at that. That's weird. I mean, we could pull that to there. Let's see what they do with this one. Uh-oh. Did they let you grab that one? They let you grab that. What are they showing me? They're showing me that one. So they won't let you grab that one. They want you to have to go up to it. So no matter what they did, they made this side, they forced you. Well, that's silly. I think they should have given you an option, just like they did on the other side. Huh. There's no option. That's crazy. Hmm. Well, we'll have to do something here later. Put stairs, a deck, whatever. Or we'll bring ground up to this level of the back of the house and to there, but the rest will slope somehow. We'll probably do that, but we're not going to do it on this episode. And like I say, with this, we can adjust this fence, but if we wanted, shamefully, they didn't put it in a thing. I could put it in Transform Group, honestly, myself, and lift it, But for now, I'm not going to do that on this episode. We're going to adjust this, or we can do our own fence if we don't like it. Um, like I say, it's not that important. It's just a fence. But I think I'm okay with the rest of it. Let's see, check this one if it looks okay. See, now this one looks high, so it's not even down low enough. So we'd either build the ground up or um, just do our own fence. We may end up deleting it since there's so much we got to do to it. It might just be easier if we want a fence, we'll just adjust it and delete this fence. So I'll probably do that later. But as you can see, this is what we got. Most of this is in a decent place. Let's see, this isn't even put up against the house like it should be. Well, that looks like a mistake they made because it's not even up against the house. They never put it up against the house for some reason. Don't know why. Kind of weird. What is it called? This? No? There it is, electrical thing. They got it over here, and I don't know what they was thinking. Maybe they forgot. Oh, we don't want to push it too far. Right there. Technically, I'm going to lower that a little bit and get it under that so I can actually put it against the house. Oops, too far, ain't it? Or is it? I think it's alright. Alright, so that's good. The barrel could go down a little. Let me see. Take the barrel down to the ground. And like I say, all this can be adjusted or whatever we want to do. And then we had a trigger for that, so we could do that. We ain't gonna do it on this episode. So we got one on our main farm. We can put a trigger there if we want. And yeah, we're gonna have to make the ground come up to these doors apparently. Says they really wanted you to go down that low, but why did they? That's just not fair. They making you leave all this other stuff out. So what we may end up doing is bringing some of this hill, sloping it down to come to that level, and see. But they shouldn't have made us take and do that on this side. I don't know why they did that. But look at this. You can look in here. I don't have no idea why they did what they did to this one. It's kind of strange. But anyway, you can see what we got done though. And that's what I was thinking of having at the end of this road. So you start coming up to the farms, and then we'll have something over here, like a house at least, and then some of the farming starts going that way, and then we'll have another one over here. We'll have one here and some farm stuff. And we may or may not have another one here, or we'll put another business in. I hadn't decided yet. But we'll worry about this house later as well. Actually, we can move it. I don't want to, have too many issues with it right now. But we gotta get this road situated too. It looks like I need to slope it just a hair bit more. Smooth it out. Try to get it all flowing nicely. Alright, that's decent enough. We're going to hit save. And then we'll look back at what we've done. See how it looks. Turn that off. And there we go. That's one of our first farms that's not our main farm. So our second total farm. We'll deal with that house later. Don't worry about that. But I think that looks good. And that's a good start. I think I'm going to change the fence later. I just don't want to do it now. Like I said, my main priority is getting buildings on the ground in their place, what they need to be, and then worry about decorations and stuff. I'm not worried about all that. This will all be adjusted when I actually do the road here. So it's going to slope down and dip back up and whatever else it's going to do. But anyway, I'm going to call that an episode. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.